Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. In this video, we're going to spend the first 14 minutes talking about how the non-card market is changing the game for the better for new players particularly. I think this is one major step towards making this game more approachable, more accessible, and then opening doors to brand new players and ecosystem of investors. And then the second 14, like the rest of the video, is going to be spent opening Riftwatcher packs. So I hope you'll stick around and watch this one. Have an amazing day. God bless and Merry Christmas. Let me just show something here about how much somebody else dropped a comment about how the bronze level player experience needs to be improved. The like new player experience, the like little guy. And I want to come back to the same point, but I want to illustrate it. Same point I made earlier, but I want to illustrate it. You know, I think eliminating barriers with the complexity of understanding blockchain, of navigating blockchain, is one of the things that we can do to help the new guy. And it is something that has already happened in the form of the non-card market. It boils down to like, you like the game, you don't know anything about blockchain, you want to play and get assets. Well, now going to the non-card market takes away a ton of barriers that let you get at those assets. While we were speaking a minute ago, I bought 10 Riftwatcher packs. We'll open those in a few minutes here. Those cost me $4.07 per, I think it was. And I only after I bought them did I stop and say, wait a second, like I just made the point I said this to myself in my head. I just made the point 20 minutes ago that packs and everything are cheaper on Hive Engine. Why didn't I make that switched? And look, it's selling for $3.67 per Riftwatcher pack. And it's the same type of pack. I didn't get a benefit. The only benefit I got was convenience by going through this market and going into other and then buying the Riftwatcher packs from here. It's $4.19 now. I think I paid $4.07. There's a convenience factor here, and that convenience is actually something that makes a game more approachable. Because while it is desirable to save money, it's a nuisance, and even I don't want to do it.
What is the volume of packs? So here's my question. What's the volume of plots and packs actually on HiveChain? Which my question actually is now turning to the other option. If I know I can get 25% more by putting it on the in-game chain instead of the Hive market, is this like bots and automated tools people had before that are still using this and haven't switched over? Like, I don't understand why any individual selling packs or plots wouldn't be having them on the in-game market at this point, because you're going to make more money.
Yeah, no, you're right. I hope you guys are listening. This is a great point. Like essentially, Isaac's saying, look, if there's a 25% margin on some of these things, you know, first of all, why would you sell on Hive Engine? But second of all, maybe I could arbitrage that is another thought there. But like you could buy $3.67 Riftwatcher packs and move them to the in-game marketplace and sell them for $4.17, which is there's no value extraction or loss there. But let me walk you through what that would look like, because there is complexity here and new players can't navigate this. And like I said, trying to help the new player experience the in-game market is going to eliminate several barriers or hurdles. And I want to tell you quickly what that looks like. So if I want to buy a Riftwatcher pack from here, I got to go into Splinterlands. I got to go over to my DEC window. First of all, I got to know that this is even possible. Most people don't even know that Hive Engine is a thing. But if you did know it was a thing and you understood how to move your DEC, you could go and say, okay, I've got, 600,000. I'm going to put, I don't know, let's put, I just spent 50,000 DEC to get the 10 packs that I used. So let's send 50,000 Hive Engine. And then this is confusing. Transfer in, transfer out. I think it's transfer out. Please confirm that you want to send 50,000 DEC to the Hive Engine. Yep, Infidel 12. And then you got to have high keychain, I guess, but maybe you don't. You don't have any idea how to use that stuff. These are, so far, I feel like that's at least three different barriers, and we haven't even got into the marketplace. And now we have to wait for that to arrive in my wallet. And when it does, I have to find my way over here to Hive. Swap Hive. What's Swap Hive? That's another thing. Like, people are like, I was told I need Hive. The first time I was here and I saw Swap Hive, I thought it was a scam. But no, it's not. It's literally the token that they use in the Hive engine that represents a real Hive, and it's 1-to-1. But people are nervous about anything like that. And I'll go ahead, Isaac.
You just hear so many horror stories about crypto. And as I came into this, I'm a computer programmer. I develop robots all day. But Splinterlands and other, like I did some wax chain gaming, and this entire experience of getting into crypto, and part of it for me was a learning and educational experience. But like you hear all these horror stories about, clone tokens and fake tokens and all of this kind of stuff. It's definitely scary.
But before I lose my train of thought, let me finish this exercise here, because this is we are not through that. And I think the fact that you spoke right there, Isaac, is indicative of the fact that this is cumbersome. Like you're like, your mind was like you started going somewhere else. But like that, I really want to illustrate how cumbersome this is, because this is hopefully indicative of a major step forward. I don't know that people are looking at the non-card market in this light, that it is an elimination of barriers that will incentivize, someone said in a recent live event I did, impulse buys. And that's kind of a bad way of saying it, but I actually he's not wrong. It's just bad in the sense that I think it misses the core point. The core point is that there are barriers in the way of you buying things right now, but non-card market removes those. And that's beautiful actually, and convenient and easy. But like now I've got my DEC in the Hive engine. I now have to find my way to the DEC window, which I need to first understand that it's going to trade me for SPS. You might be confused by all this price. You might be ask, bid, volume. All this stuff is very confusing unless you've navigated it. I have 52,000 DEC. I can populate by clicking on that. And then I can sell all of it for a given price. Is this price fair? Is it reasonable? I don't know. You have to know all of this, but like this guy here is bidding 00238,381, and he's asking, he wants to acquire just shy of 14,000 DEC. So I can click on his price and it's going to populate, click on my value. And I could list all of my assets for that price, or I could quote, I can just sell exactly what he wants. And then I have to like sell my DEC, and I have to do this one and I have to do this one until I sell all of it. Or I can list a sell price and just be patient. There's so much confusion in here. And if you screw up, by the way, you can lose your money, because you can possibly put too many zeros or not enough zeros, and suddenly you lose all of your value. But I'm just going to quickly go like this, and I'm going to sell. This guy's buying. I'm going to go like this. That's the price for this guy, but it's bigger than this price and this price and this price. So I can sell to all of them with one lump, and I go like that. So I'm selling everything for that one price. Let's see how it goes. It might take a few minutes. All of this is super confusing, but I might, in the process of this, save myself, $5 because of the exchange. Now I've got so that whole order filled, and now I can go over here. I have Hive, and I can go over to Rift, and Rift is the packs, and then these guys are selling 12. He's got 12 for sale. It's a 1284 Hive, where this guy's offering to buy at 1235 Hive. I'm gonna just buy these and see what that looks like. Hang on. 1284. 1284 times point. What's Hive at right now? And then you got to figure out, like, what is Hive at? Is it a good price? 286. See, this is too much. This is way too much. I'm never going to do this again. I'm definitely never doing this again. $3.67. Yeah, it's a good price.
But exactly though. Like, but the number of times we've done that, like go to Hive to buy something, we're okay with it. But like you're saying, like a new player is never going to be okay with that.
Yeah. I can get 10 packs if I make a bid price and wait for somebody to sell into me, or I can get 9 packs if I choose the sell order price over here, and I offer all of mine. So then I pay 115 Hive for this, and I'm buying 9 more packs. And yes, I paid roughly, there was no fee on any of that stuff, any of that trade, I don't think. I might be wrong about the Hive to DC, but I don't think there was any fee on that whatsoever. So the only thing is my time. But I think I just saved roughly $5. And you guys tell me, was that worth it? I don't know. I mean, and if you're just going to get one Riftwatcher pack or, one Chaos Legion pack, would you go through all that hassle? Or are you just going to, and then if that is really so much demonstrably easier, isn't that an example of how this game has moved dramatically to benefit lay people and brand new players who have no idea how to navigate blockchain or cryptocurrency or markets? Like, this is all way too much. And it was brilliant and beautiful that they eliminated that, in a sense, eliminated it through introducing the non-card market. And look at this. This is the last step right here. I don't yet have those Riftwatcher packs. I have them on the Hive engine. So now I have to go over to this little convert icon and I have to recognize that I have 9 in Hive engine. And then I can go, I mean, this is crazy. Like I'm an experienced Splinterlands guy. This is crazy.
You know what? You missed a step too.
Did I?
Right. So in all the things you're doing, your account has a decent amount of Hive power, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you're using the game and you're not a bot account, you're not a heavy user, they will spot you Hive power for transactions through the website, right? But if you are trying to do a billion transactions, transferring currency out, transferring currency in, buying packs from the market, setting all these things, I remember early on constantly getting warnings, when I tried to do stuff with other Hive projects that I was out of Hive power. And that's another obstacle that by keeping everything in the game, we can avoid. So yeah, it's a big step forward. I think it can't be underestimated how much keeping everything in the game.
But let's open some Riftwatcher packs. I still don't have any gold foils. I know that way math works. I'm not guaranteed anything. It's like every pack is potentially, a whole new odds, but I feel as though I'm due for a gold foil legendary, and I would love to see a gold foil legendary Riftwatcher card. So we'll open 10 Riftwatcher packs. So yeah, guys, like I saved, let's see.
You saved 50 cents a pack.
Yeah, I saved 50 cents a pack. You're right. So 50 cents a pack on a on a $4 divided by 50 cents. So it's about a 12% discount.
Yeah.
And it took 5 minutes or something. If you were going to buy 100 packs, that probably would make a lot of sense. But then if you were going to buy 100 packs, you would affect, like, there's not so much volume on this that it makes that's necessarily always possible. So anyways, yeah, let's open some packs.
With big purchases like the plots, probably worth it, right? Like if you're saving $50 on a plot of land or something, yeah, probably worth it to do it that way. Although, again, my question is, man, if you're selling a plot of land, why aren't you putting it in the game?
I know, dude. Prices? I know. Again, is it just so lazy? Like, I mean, the plots are $139 right now. This is really cheap, man. I want more. I'm not gonna buy one right now, but I mean,
buy it and claim it right now. Go.
And then the non-card market, buy assets and non-plot, 165, man. That's a big difference. Okay, let's open some packs. Open multiple. Let's go 10. Actually, let's open 9. We're gonna open 9.
Okay, you got your potions. Good.
Never leave home without them.
Man, with the new, people complain about it, but when they started adding multipliers to potions, I love it. I love getting 15, 20 potions in my chest. I mean, I feel like I never have to buy potions.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same here. Butter says I would do the math either way. I'm totally a penny pincher on stuff like that. And I said, well, now you know, knowing's half the battle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go, baby. Gold foil, big money, no mammies. I'd love to see some yellow. I think I saw a legendary. I saw an epic. I saw legendary. Three legendaries out there. No, two anyways. Epic. Oh, no. Maybe those were blue. Yeah, might have been blue. I was few epics though. I think I got 4 epics out there. Could be good.
Let's see what you got.
Let's go. Let's see. I like this card a lot. I don't see this get played very much, but I like it. If you happen to have Scarred Llama, this card is actually pretty nasty with Scarred Llama, with the Enrage and the number of hit points you get and the speed and the higher levels, like Lycan Beast. I used it more than once at Splinterfest on the tournament. Lycan Beast. Look at it, Enrage with the knockout. The speed goes pretty, really, really high. You're getting into like the last stand, and then the Enrage. I guess about 8 speed if I recall correctly. Because remember, last stand gives you a speed buff, and then the Enrage gives you another speed buff. Same with the damage output. I like this one too. Cabalist is a very solid card. Thispa is another card like I don't know that people take seriously. I think the epics are particularly nice, especially if you're a gold league level player. And yeah, I like it.
That's still not one of my favorites. I just feel like she needs too much help. Like, and I don't feel like it does. Like, sure, it gives you the ability to dodge magic, but like, I'd much rather have the backfire. From the water one.
I hear you. This card, I feel this card's pretty much. There's no arguing that the Whelp Herder is like for real. This thing does 3 damage at the higher levels. Opportunity for 3 mana. It's so ridiculous. How much is this card?
Not much.
Whelp, 20 cents, dude. I mean, $80 for a max level copy. And the thing's got snare, opportunity, dispel's pretty cool. 3, you don't even need the max level. Look at you get the 3 melee damage output at 220 BCX. So about $40, $44, you're going to get 3 melee damage output with this guy. Heck of a card.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. I like this one a lot too. Techno Wizologist is a stun. Good amount of damage output. Time Middler is like, in my opinion, one of the better common cards. Like it has the last stand, I think, at the higher levels. It has, I think, a good amount of damage output. It has huge hit points with a Wraith to give you the Void Armor. Starts to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, Wraith's Void Armor ability, I think people underrate that. Like,
yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah. We're going to buy that one soon. Always get the affordable cards to expand my collection utility. Are you Butters, I wonder if you're talking about the Lycan Beast. I think you must be, because that was where the conversation was at first. And then Birds Bees likes the Whelp. Yep. It's a good one. Dallin, Cripple, man, ever since they buffed it, it's no joke. You do not want to be, I don't think Dallin gets enough love.
Dallin's the one I've almost maxed out my Dallin. People underestimate that card so much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Especially with Poison and Cripple are so good together.
Yeah.
Because they can't heal out of the range of the poison anymore. It's such a good combo.
But these prices, I agree with you, and I think give it to me is kind of where I'd love to have it, but I say to myself, are these prices not going to come down? Are they've just been trickling down. This card was $7. This card was $5-6. This card was $7. This card was $5-6. These cards were $3-4-$5 kind of thing. I don't know. But you know what? You only need 46 copies of this thing, and it's $2 a pop, guys. For under $100, you have a max level. But that's the thing. We've said that 3 times tonight. Whether it was with the life summoners, whether it was the legendary summoners, whether it was these epics, there are so many affordable and probably excellent cards.
And I would advise people. I know we're saying max level because I know both of us like want to be like, I'm not there yet, but my goal is to compete at champion eventually. But I know I have to work my way up there.
Yeah.
But if you're like saying I just want to be a gold player, the prices for these cards gets even better. When you're saying $40 and I've got my summoner, $30 and I've got a summoner, right? Like some of these, you can be maxed in gold even for under $50. And at that point, you really have your choice of, what other cards you're going to max to go with them.
I mean, with the epics in particular, I would argue 32 is a that's going to give you the gold league level bonus. And also you're nearly max, right? Like you're level 5 out of 6 possible levels. A level 5 Dallin is going to be very competitive in diamond play. And maybe depending on the rest of your deck, even in champion level play. And you're saving 14 BCX times $2. That's you don't need that even. Like you can go 20 and be very, like, to your point, or even 10 and have it really help you at like those gold silver sort of, ranges maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I think just focusing on how much a max is the way we're looking at it. But like, look at your level, and then like some of these cards are just so cheap right now. I know it's fun to open packs, but
Dumac, another sneaker, man. This guy, white team, good speed, good amount of damage, relatively resilient, definitely strong. Ooh, I like this one a lot. The Bramble Pixie artwork also is like one of my favorites. The shadowing is really, really beautiful. I'm going to quickly look at this one from the Splinter cards because you get a better idea of when you can zoom in on it. Bramble. I know you can look at this from Splinterlands too, but this is how I always do it. When I'm doing my thumbnails, I come into Splinter cards. I look up whatever card I want to reference. Look at this. Like, I love this shadowing. She looks fierce and cool, and the colors with the pink and the green. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, I like this one. And it's got the self-heal from the second position, which is always like, it's a small counter to blast damage. It's not going to necessarily keep you alive if there's a lot of blast damage, but I love having a second tank that can heal itself.
Yeah.
This one, I don't...
reflection shield ones.
I don't so much know about the Rune Crafter. You got any experience with this one there, Isaac?
Rune Crafter? No, I haven't had any luck with him. I just got my Junker up. But yeah, he's
I think I just bought a max level Arachne. Well, not summoner. Oh yeah, it's not. I'm pretty sure I just bought a gold foil Arachne Thug.
Yeah.
I like this card. I want to see it. Arachne. Death. Going on. Every now and then this happens. Buy. Rift Watchers. Death. Okay, there it is. 20 cents. And the gold foil. Yeah. Yeah, these are good cards, man. I like this with the knockout is great. Trample is great. Reach. It's not super resilient. Like, it has a decent amount of hit points with the armor too. I like it though. A lot of armor on the death team nowadays, hey? Like, kind of a switch, because that's been a little bit more the life, obviously, and now let's see, because they also It's not. It's a Chaos Legion, I think. But doesn't the... Oh, I thought Wendigo had an armor. My bad. Did Murat. Maybe it's not that many. Just 4, I think I saw, but still. Hungry Skull. Arklaw. So I think it was 6 cards from the kind of the new modern from the death side. Ooh. I like that one too. With this is another card art that looks amazing.
I mean, you gotta give it to them. Their card art is top level. I mean, they're not giving anything up on card art compared to other games.
The Butter says the Fury is good when you're playing blue in Champ to counter the Wave Brood from the Rune Crafter. Yeah, Fury is something I haven't really utilized effectively. I know what it does. I know how to use it, but I haven't played as much lately, and therefore I haven't, I guess, sought out some of those taunt counters. Especially, I haven't been a champ in a 3-4 seasons. I've just been making it every season. I'm in high diamond, and I'm claiming crazy DEC, just renting out my cards. Can also fight in ranked diamond max gold deck. Night Ghoul is great, says Chuni. Absolutely, Night Ghoul is for real. There he is. How'd you know, Chun? Yeah, I mean, what's not to like, right? I know he's susceptible to magic, but he does have the force field at the higher levels. And, you know, so he's a great card. Yeah, he can be giant killed, but he's a great card. He's a common card with a crazy amount of stats. I've heard people say that if you get like 1 mana should translate to 1 ability, or sorry, 1 stat. But as you can see, this guy's got for 11 mana, he's got
the way that normally works in card games,
yeah,
right, is a common card for 1 mana. Like you might say, like for a long time, Magic the Gathering, right? A common card for 1 mana would be a 1/1, right? Like that's the basic. A common creature is going to have 1 attack, 1 health, and cost 1 mana. Now, a rare card may be a 1/2. An epic card may be, or maybe a 2/2. And then when they introduce higher rarities, a mythic might be, a 3/2. So like the rarity gave it more stats, and then that's the general. Hopefully, there is a formula, because those formulas help keep things balanced.
But yeah, as you can see, this is like 14 plus 5, 19 sort of stat points for an 11 mana card.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Gold foil. Epic gold foil Dallin, maybe? Let's find out. Oh, Ilthane, the most prized of all of them. Isn't that a $5 card right now? I think it is. I like this card, Ash Mirage. The Headwinds is like, you still see a fair amount of Jotun out there. And then the Headwinds is just nice. Plus, it has a relatively high hit point at higher levels. And so it's an inexpensive, it's like 6 mana. It's a relatively inexpensive archer for the fire team that can be a bit of a meat shield. It has the Headwinds, so you're countering like a Jotun to some extent. The Reflection Shield helps counter Jotun. You got 8 hit points at the higher level, 7 and like the diamond, maybe 6. Got good amount of damage output and a really crazy speed. It's a strong card, man. 7 mana, my bad. It's a strong card.
Yeah, I like that. Fire got 2 stun cards in this set with Techno Resolve, just in Septic Slime.
And
giving them
too.
more access to stun is definitely.
Who else is it? Mortius says to stun too, eh?
Oh, well, he's got stun too. I forgot about him at a higher level. But your Septic Slime,
yeah,
you get those, can attack from anywhere, can have stuns. You can get those nice.
Yeah.
I keep your front guy stunned games.
Oh, there we go. That's funny. Just a second ago, Chuni was talking about Night Ghoul. We had the Night Ghoul. You're talking about the slime. Get the slime. This card I like a lot. The speed is so nuts. Like right out of the gate. This is a rare card. It looks to me like a legendary. If it had like tank heal, this would be legendary all day.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Runic.
Got a lot of
Runic. Look at this thing. Big hit points, armored up, giant killer. Like when taunt comes along, this thing is gonna slap it. It's gonna slap your taunts. Like 5 damage, giant kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strong one.